segments. If you did not know that, now you know. Okay, now you know. So I am back. My name is Tamira. I have over 30 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. And what we're talking about today is search engine optimization and why search is important or not. There are people who are searching for what it is that you offer. And if you aren't coming up when they are searching for you, that is a problem. So if you are watching, can you let me know that you can hear me okay? Please let me know that you can hear me okay. Okay. So you want to be able to be found, right? When we talk about online marketing, everybody thinks that means just getting a viral video. You can press your luck if you want to. There are people that going viral has been the worst thing to happen to their business. By the way, I've got to get off of here in about 45 minutes because I have a 1 o'clock Zoom. Okay. So there are people that going viral was the absolute worst thing to happen to their business because they didn't have the operations, they didn't have the inventory, they just weren't ready for it mindset wise. It overwhelmed them and it just was a problem, right? So let me just check. I'm going to check the volume myself and see how we sound. Do a sound check. We have volume. So, okay, I figured it out. I figured it out. I had to start the live over, but I figured it out and we have sound and it sounds good. It sounds good. Okay. So, going viral is not a marketing strategy for this reason. Okay. Going viral is not a marketing strategy. Okay. Are there going to be times when you might have growth that's unplanned? Yes. And it doesn't have to mean it's the end of your business, but that's why you want to have systems and operations. Okay. Okay. So going viral is not a marketing strategy, right? So a real marketing strategy for online, you need two things to be successful online, right? You need a high converting product, which I have one and I'm going to present to you today. You need a high converting product and you need traffic. You need to get people in front of that offer who want to buy, right? Who are interested. And that is why going viral is not a marketing strategy because your offer may not be something that they want, right? It may not be in alignment for them. They might not be the fit for it. So you are better off to go viral in a targeted and strategic manner to people who are in alignment and the ideal client for what it is that you offer. Okay. So you need a high converting offer and you need traffic. When it comes to that traffic, you are going to get traffic from basically three sources. Okay. Those three sources, there's an acronym for it, PEO. There's paid traffic. So that's running traffic through Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, Pinterest ads, TikTok ads, right? And those aren't even the only ones. There's so many other, there's banner, there's app ads, there's all kinds of ways that you can get traffic, right? The one I definitely don't recommend is buying email lists. Do not do that. Okay. There's earned. Social media is earned traffic, right? So if your social media post goes viral or even semi viral, that can drive traffic. Again, you just want to make sure that your social media is attracting the right people and repelling the rest. Okay. Because you want that traffic. And that is why I love Pinterest. Pinterest is a great place for traffic. Okay. Pinterest is a great place for traffic. Okay. And then there's owned. Okay. This is also why I love Pinterest, because my blogs I own, and I can drive traffic to my blogs from Pinterest. And if I drive enough of that traffic from Pinterest to my blog, Google is taking note of that, and Google will increase my ranking with Google by way of increasing my authority. Right now, we're not going to get into blogging here today, but blogging is a great way to get traffic, and it is your owned, right? So with Pinterest, for example, you can get paid, earned, and owned traffic. You can get all three from Pinterest. You can get all three from really any platform, but the great thing about Pinterest is that it has something that Facebook doesn't. And Facebook is a high converting platform for me. Can you confirm that you can hear me okay? Okay. So Facebook is a very high converting platform for me. However, it is not the greatest source of traffic. I do get a decent amount of traffic from Facebook because I've invested in it with my time and effort over the past 10 plus years. However, it's not the greatest source of new people to my platform, right? Now, I get new people to Facebook from other platforms and from my content, and then from there. But it's not the greatest source of new traffic. Like Pinterest is a great, TikTok and Pinterest are great discover platforms where people can discover you and what you offer. Okay. So if you follow me, if you subscribe, and if you don't, what are you even doing? You need to subscribe. So make sure you hit that follow button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay. Because I bring you all things marketing, monetization, and mindset. Thank you, Reaching Higher, and welcome back. Yeah, I was live a little bit earlier and the mic was lit up, but it wasn't on. And I'm going to be transparent and share that because, yes, I have a double master's degree in marketing and finance, and my mic wasn't on. I thought it was, but it wasn't. And that's why people were having a hard time hearing me. So we have since fixed that, and now you can hear me. Okay, now you can hear me, and now I'm gonna have to edit these two videos and bring them together, and yeah, but that's okay. That is a okay. All right. So what I want to talk to you about today is bringing search to some new developments that have happened in the last couple days with some major players that you can get a lot of traffic. Okay. Still have this cough and tickle, but it is a lot better. It is a lot better. Okay. So, like I said, Facebook is a great conversion platform for me, but I get in front of a lot of new people on TikTok and Pinterest. And I know that with my systems in my marketing and my content, because, not to toot my own horn, but beep, beep, when it comes to those things, I mean, I do have over 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience, and I've also been a digital marketer for over 10 years now. And I did learn from the best, like seriously the best in the game. Okay. And I continue to learn and be mentored by the best in the game. And now you give me AI on top of it, and I am like completely unstoppable. Okay. So when it comes to these platforms, I know that with my content, with my systems and automation, I can convert the people who discover me on Facebook, on TikTok, to leads. And then I know when I get them into my system, my emails, and get them back in front of content, get testimonials in front of them, and all the other things. Do y'all remember that bomb email marketing training I did a couple weeks ago? If you missed it, ooh, I'm so sorry for you, because that was a fabulous training. And I shared how I convert from my email once. Okay, so say this. Somebody might find me on Pinterest, right? They may find me doing my skincare routine. And then they end up in my web, which is not a bad thing. They end up in my web and they end up follow me on other social media, namely TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, right? And they also end up on my email list. Now I can get them in front of other content. I can share testimonials with them. I can share social proof with them, and I can invite them to events. And I'm going to keep emailing them until they buy, unsubscribe, or die. Okay. I don't care if it takes 2 weeks. I don't care if it takes 2 years. They're going to keep hearing from me until they unsubscribe, buy, or die. And there are people who unsubscribe, and that's okay because they made a decision. So I know that discovery platforms like Pinterest, like TikTok, play a major role in my marketing strategy because they bring people to me that will now want more of me because of the way that my content is created and designed, because of the way, because basically because of the strategy behind my content and the way that I do this online marketing game. Okay. So while everyone else is buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, I'm doing some things differently and right. I'm educating. And while I'm educating, because I'm not an entertainer by trade, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I've been on the college prep track my entire childhood. I was designated as you're going to college. You are college material. So I was in all those nerdy classes, right? I didn't really have fun unless I was in gym or health. Okay. There were a couple people that I made friends with, and we would have our fun in class because I am a little more social than I like to admit. But my content is going to educate. It's going to entertain. It's going to inspire. It's going to build connection. And because of that, people tend to stick around and come back. But the only thing that precipitates that is the fact that I have created this interweb system that keeps them coming back to me. Because people, write this down, people do business with those they know, like, trust, and remember. Okay. People do business with those they know, like, trust, and remember. A lot of people forget that remember part, but remember, I told you I learned from the best. And they said they got to remember you, right? If they don't remember you in today's world where these apps are constantly keeping you mesmerized, purposely keeping you mesmerized. I have no idea what that was, but keeping you mesmerized, it's very easy to be forgotten. Okay, raise your hand in the comments if this is you. If I like a post, chances are I also save it because I'm so afraid that I'm going to be talking to somebody about it, or I'm going to think about it later and I'm not going to be able to find it again. I'm not going to remember the person's name. I mean, I'm 50. I'm going to be real with you. I'm transparent. I'm 50 years old. Okay. And they say babies, when you have babies, it destroys your memory cells or something like that. So yeah, my memory isn't the greatest as it used to be. Okay. And I have a didactic memory. So I can remember like certain days back from when I was a childhood, like it was yesterday, but don't ask me what I did 5 minutes ago. Don't ask me, do I remember if I turned the mic on or not? Right. So I might forget who it was, what it said. I just remember it was funny and I want to see it again. So I literally save, if I like a post, I save it for just in case. Now I might go back and unsave it later, but I'm going to save it. Okay. And so that is why it is important, instead of, excuse me, instead of focusing your content on trying to sell, you need to first get micro commitments. You need people to remember you, to follow you. And even I've told y'all before, people following you does not matter. There are people that I follow and I want to see their content, but the algorithms are not showing it to me. I got to remember them and go and look them up. Right? That's why I'm glad it tells me who I'm following, and I can go through my following list, and I make sure not to follow too many people so I can go back and look them up. And so because I'm stingy with my follow, I'm not quite stingy. I actually follow too many people. My list has gotten a little out of control, but I can go back to those saves for that content that I really liked and I might want to share, right? Because I got multiple friends that I tell them, like, if you get sick of me, just let me know. It won't hurt my feelings, right? I've got everybody. Y'all raise your hand in the comments. I know you got a meme buddy. I know you got a buddy or two that you are constantly sharing reels and memes with. I know you do. I know you got a buddy that you share memes with, right? So people do business with those they know, like, trust, and remember. And so that is why your content has to be those things, right? It's got to be entertaining. It's got to be educating. It's got to be inspiring. It's got to be building connection. And you also want your content to be stimulating conversation. Okay. If people aren't commenting on your content, that can be a bit of an issue. So you want to be able to get genuine, meaningful conversation going in your content. And all of this is taught inside of DBA, Digital Boss Academy. All of this is taught inside of Digital Boss Academy in that module on content that converts. Okay. So let me tell you how I know that I can get people from TikTok, for example, and Pinterest. Let me pull up something here. Here, that Midwestern accent that I swear I don't have here. Okay, so let me go to my stats. So I started going live on TikTok in May. And in May and June, I went live just about every day. In July was, there was a lot more going on family wise and some other things. And so it was probably about 50 to 60% what I did in May and in June. So let me tell you, let me look at my numbers here, my little handy dandy spreadsheet. Okay. So from May to April, clicks to the link in my bio jumped up 468% for May compared to April. June to May jumped up 112%. July compared to June jumped up 117%. And let's see, I haven't updated with yesterday's numbers, but let's just do this. Oops, wrong number. And August over July is trending to 119% or a 19% lift month over month, right? So I'm getting more traffic by going live. I told y'all going live is an income producing activity because going live builds that know, like, and trust factor big time. It's the next best thing. Zoom and live are the next best thing to being face to face and in person. And then third would be webinar. Third would be a webinar. Okay. Third would be a webinar. But video is super important to building that know, like, and trust. Okay. So let me remember why we actually came here to talk today. And that was to talk about the Amazon deal that they just made with Pinterest and TikTok. Okay. So when I originally started this video, we talked about how in previous videos, just last week, we spent a lot of time on search. Okay. My last live was on Pinterest SEO mastery. Okay. And in SEO mastery, we talked about the fact that yes, Google is the number one search engine in the world. Okay. But it is not the only one. It is not the only one. Just okay. So Google is the number one search engine in the world, but it is not the only one. There's also Bing. There's DuckDuckGo. I can't remember. I don't know if anybody uses Explorer anymore, or if Explorer has been deprecated. I don't know. There's Firefox. I do know there is more than just Google, right? Because when people think of search engine, they typically think of Google. But did you know? Do you know what the number 2 search engine in the world is? Let me know in the comments. What is the number 2 search engine in the world? What is the number 2 search engine in the world? Take a gander, take a guess. What is the number 2 search engine in the world? While you take a gander, I'm just going to check. I'm paranoid about sound now, so I want to make sure that you can hear me loud and clear. Okay. Woo! Woo, can't make that mistake twice, because that's embarrassing. Okay. So the number 2 search engine in the world, number 3 reaching higher, is Pinterest. Number 2 is actually YouTube. YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world. Okay. What is the difference between YouTube and Google? Is that YouTube is all video, right? And when you look at intent, YouTube is the number 1 how-to search engine in the world. That's why they call it, nickname, YouTube University, because YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world, and it is number 1 how-to, YouTube University. Then there is Pinterest, which they say is the 3rd largest search engine in the world. I'm not so sure about that though, because I'm going to tell you another platform that is a search engine that you probably don't think of as a search engine. Can you guess it reaching higher? You may already know because you watch me frequently. Can anyone else guess what I'm speaking of when I say and this one is larger than Pinterest. It might even be larger than YouTube and or Google, because it's huge. It's mammoth. Okay. Let me know in the comments. What do you think is probably larger than Pinterest when it comes to search engine? It's not probably, it is larger than Pinterest. Okay. In the interest of aviation safety, no, in the interest of time, because I do have a 1 o'clock Zoom, I'm going to tell you, and that is Amazon is a search engine. Think about it. You could be sitting across from me at this kitchen island, and you could look at this coffee cup and you could say, I like that coffee cup. I wonder if I can find it or one like it on Amazon. You can open the Amazon app and you can use the little camera thing and you can search. You can point your camera at this coffee mug. And my grandchildren are doing this, y'all. My grandbabies have been, my grandson has been searching on Amazon. My mama taught him how to search on Amazon at like 2 or 3 years old. He is a very good online shopper. He knows how to find what he wants online, Amazon and elsewhere. Okay. So before he could read and write, he knew how to speak into the phone and have Amazon and Google look for what he wants someone to buy him. Okay. So you can point your camera from inside the Amazon app at this coffee mug, and it will pull the coffee mug up for you. That is why Amazon is a search engine. Are you picking up what I'm throwing down here? When you understand this, you cannot unsee it. When you understand this, you will not be able to understand it. not understand it. Okay. Amazon is a search engine. My girl Alex is here. Okay. And so, from that standpoint, I'm not even going to bother looking it up because I got 18 minutes before my Zoom. Amazon is a search engine in and of itself. But Amazon knows that it can, because it can see the data. And remember, data is really what's king here. We talk about content being king, but data is truly king. Okay. So, Amazon knows how much traffic is coming to Amazon from both Pinterest and TikTok. So Amazon said, hey, Pinterest, hey, TikTok, hey, Pinterest, hey, TikTok, what about if we said your users can, how about we improve your user experience? And anyone clicking on a TikTok or Pinterest link over to our site, they don't have to leave your website. They can make the purchase from right within your app. Do you think Pinterest and TikTok are going to tell Amazon no? Okay, because it's literally a win-win. They don't want their users leaving to go over to Amazon, because they get over on Amazon and they go down a rabbit hole, and God only knows how long they stay on Amazon and end up looking for and buying other stuff. So they can keep the user, they can buy and stay on their platform. That makes the platform very happy. Amazon is happy because they're getting what they ultimately want, which is the sale. Right? And as an affiliate, it's good because they're using your affiliate link, and you're actually much more likely to actually get the credit for the sale. Okay? Because of the way the cookies and all that work, they go, if they don't buy right then, they go and they click on somebody else's link. It's the last link that they clicked on that actually gets the credit for everything in the cart. So now Rachel says number one, Google, number two, Rachel Reaching says number one, Google, number two, YouTube, three, Pinterest, and four, Amazon. So now you're going to be more likely to actually get credit for the sale, right? It'd be nice to still get credit for everything that's in the cart, but yeah. Okay. And don't quote me on that. It may work differently. I don't know. They might end up updating things and changing it, but as of today, that's how I understand it would likely work. Not guaranteed though. Okay. So this is really good news for those who have affiliate marketing. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care what you do. If you have over 1,000 followers on social media, you need to be signed up for Amazon's an influencer or affiliate program, whichever one that they say it's only $1,000 to get into. I mean, 1,000 followers to get into, because I don't know, because I've been in the program for so long. I don't know what the requirements are. I have a client who's tried and been denied twice, and they said she needed 20,000, but I know people who don't have 20,000 and they said they were told 1,000. So, but what I can tell you is if you got a pin that goes viral and it's sending traffic to Amazon, those Carote pots and pans, I sold a whole lot of those in December. Had a real nice looking Amazon affiliate check in February. Okay. So if you're looking to create a new stream of income, affiliate marketing and Pinterest is really golden. Now I'm going to tell you, and I got to hurry here because I got 14 minutes. We're down to 14 minutes now. Okay. When it comes to affiliate marketing, most people do affiliate marketing on Pinterest all wrong. They do it all wrong, right? So they go and they join something like ClickBank. Why can't I think of this other one? I get their emails. Share a Sale is another one. It's something 24. Rakuten is one. There's ClickBank. I know I'm going to have an email from them when I go in my email after this live. I cannot think of the name of that website for anything right now. But okay, so they go to these websites like ClickBank, and I'm not picking on ClickBank. I like ClickBank. I've used ClickBank for years. And you used to be able to just, like there's a 21-day smoothie program that I like to offer. Well, Pinterest doesn't like those links. They will not allow you to link directly to those links from ClickBank, right? So the better thing to do is to create your own website or your own blog where you are educating and then embed the links into that blog post, but you can drive traffic to that blog from Pinterest. Okay? You can drive traffic there. Okay? And you want to do that anyway because you get the data, and data is king. Okay. So that is the nice thing. And the one thing that I tell people that they don't understand until I explain it to them, there is no other platform that allows you to use a link and you can watch a video and right there from the video click and go over to the blog, to the affiliate link, to the landing page, to another social media platform or whatever. There's no other platform that allows that. Now, I made a lot of money back in the day with beauty products when there was a way to include a link on YouTube, but now you've got to be like monetized and have a whole lot of followers in order to be able to do that. And I don't even know if they still allow them to do it, right? But it was a great customer experience. So I hate that they stopped, but that means somebody messed it up because somebody always messes things up. Okay. So that is why Pinterest, because you can have that link right there. They can click the video. There's a link right beneath the video that they can click, and then you can make the sale right there. And that is why it's important to not just create content that is entertaining, because entertaining content don't convert. Entertaining content just grows a following. If you want content that converts, you need to create content that educates. Hey, Sean. You need to create content that educates. You want content that converts. You need to create content that solves problems. The person who solves the most problems wins. The person whose content solves the most problems makes the most money. Ask me how I know. It's how I sell beauty products in my sleep, and I no longer even actively promote the product. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Because of Pinterest, because of Google, because of TikTok, I sell beauty products for a brand that I no longer actively promote because I learned internet and digital marketing the right way. And I optimized my videos by answering questions and solving problems. Thank you, Sean. Sean says, teach them. So my content is not just here. I'm dancing by my facial cleanser. It's here are the steps of my routine. This cleanser does this for I was in my 40s when I created the content. I'm 50 now. Here is my routine. By the way, did you know this is my age? If you don't believe me, these are my adult children and my grandchildren. And that sells product for me. But the reason it sells product for me to this day is because I have content out there that educates and solves problems, that is searchable, that people who are searching for skincare over 40, skincare over 50, skincare for Black women, skincare for my skin type. Thank you, Sean. You're 52? I would have never guessed that. It really don't crack, do it, right? But hey, I created that content too and said it does crack. And when it doesn't crack, it gets dry, it gets patchy, right? It does get sun damaged. Baby, I created all the content. All the content is out there. I even talk about how y'all try to talk about your grandma only washed her face with water because that was all she had. And by the way, for some of our grandmothers or great grandmothers, trying to go to Woolworth back in that day to buy the facial skincare cream was her risking her life. That's why she only used water. I talk about that she wasn't drinking Henny. Grandma wasn't drinking Henny. That's why grandma's skin looked like that and she only used water. Grandma wasn't eating Chick-fil-A 7 days a week or 6 days a week. And on the seventh day, going to brunch. Grandma was eating fruits and veggies from her own garden. That's why grandma's skin looked like that. Right. So educating and sharing content like this is why I still sell those products without actively promoting them, because basically I need you to understand this, because I got to go. I got 8 minutes. Okay. That content is still getting in front of people who are looking for it, because I optimized it for search. And that is why, as long as they allow me to post on TikTok, baby, I'm posting on TikTok. Pinterest. That is why I'm posting on Pinterest. That is why YouTube. There is no way on God's green earth, spelled EERERF, earth, that I would have a blog without YouTube. And honestly, Pinterest. If you're going to have a blog, you need to have YouTube, you need to have Pinterest, and also now TikTok, in my opinion, because it's going to increase the authority of your blog when you create content on those platforms and then embed it on your blog. Y'all got me preaching now. It's Sean Johnson's fault. It's Sean Johnson's fault that I'm preaching. Okay. But you have to understand how all this works. And it goes back to paid, earned, and owned. Paid, earned, and owned. And some of y'all trying to build a big business with a one-legged stand. Can you sit on it? Can you sit on a one-legged stand? Let me know in the comments. Can you sit on a one-legged stool? Tell me how many stools you see that have one or two legs. You don't. Because that's some crazy balancing you got to do. Right? That's some crazy balancing. So a stool needs 3 legs, a chair needs 4. Okay? So you got to build your business with 3 to 4 legs at least. Right? And those 3 legs on the stool of digital marketing are paid, earned, and owned. There are a lot of people out here just teaching y'all, go viral, go viral, go viral. And some of them ain't telling y'all that how they went viral was paid ads. Ooh. Bet you didn't know that, right? A lot of these faceless accounts, y'all buy a digital product that's done for you and say, oh, I haven't made any sales in 2 weeks because you started a faceless account that you posted 5 times in the last 2 weeks. Baby, you lucky if you make a sale on that in 5 months. It might take 5 years at the rate you're putting out content. Because if you're going to go faceless, what did I say earlier? What is the fastest way to build know, like, and trust aside from face-to-face? Video. We've been buying based on commercials for years, dude. Back when I was in middle school and I could only eat when my mama said I could eat, those McDonald's commercials used to make me hella hungry. I could smell the food. I could taste the food from those videos. Okay. Back when a quarter pounder with cheese actually tasted like meat. I don't know what it tastes like now. Every time I get one, I get disappointed. Right? That is the power of video. So when you can, and that's what Pen Profits Mastery is literally about. It's about combining the power of video with searchability and discoverability to be able to create this pipeline of qualified buyers. Thank you. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Jakayla. This pipeline of qualified buyers who will buy from you when they're ready, right? Because no matter what you do, people ain't buying until they're ready. And that's why it's important to focus on building your list, your SMS text list, your email list, more so than screaming, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. You need to build the relationship, and how you build that relationship is offline. You build the relationship offline through email marketing, through text messages. Okay. And like I said, in that training I did for free a few weeks ago, in that email training, I talked about the ways that you can get people back in front of your content. You can get them in front of testimonials, social proof. You can invite them to events. You can newsjack. I shared all of those strategies in that training that is now in the vault until I decide what I want to do with it. Might be a bonus on another course, might be a bonus. Oh, that's what I should do. I should do it as a bonus if you buy DBA. But I'm going to have to do that later because I only got 3 minutes before my next Zoom, thanks to all the microphone issues we had earlier. Yes, says my girl Jakayla, right? Thinking that you buy a product and it's just going to sell because you bought it and you make like 3 posts about it. Listen, let me tell you. Okay, and I got to do this quick. I got 2 minutes. I have over 30 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience, double master's degree in marketing and finance. When I came online 10 years ago, I had over 22 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. And let me tell you, they just got the internet in the library when I graduated from undergrad in 1996, the late 1900s. Okay. So even when I got my master's degree, I had never even seen Google until the first night of my master's program. I had been out of my master's program several years when I first saw Facebook. And I was like, I ain't supposed to be on Facebook. I'm supposed to be on LinkedIn. My kids are on Facebook. My kids who are now 32 and 27. Okay. So I came online with a killer marketing foundation and it did well by me. Okay. Because remember, 2 weeks post high school, 2 weeks after getting my diploma with a 3-month-old baby, I walked into the corporate offices of a company that and worked on marketing of a consumer product that I was in marketing on that product, right? And I wound up, they liked me so much, I interned there all 4 years while I was in undergrad. So I would leave class and go and sit in the boardroom with high powered execs and see and hear some incredible things. So I came to online marketing with a solid foundation, but I still had to learn the digital marketing piece. Okay. And that's where we got to leave off because I got to get on my Zoom. You got to get on your Zoom. Get on your Zoom. You got to get on your Zoom. I got to get on my Zoom. So I will be back. So if you are not following me, if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow. I will be back later this afternoon or this evening. I'm not sure, depending on my schedule for the rest of the day. And we're going to talk more about this searchability and being able to be discovered and combining the power of that with video, the Pinterest to TikTok pipeline, and how now Amazon has entered the chat. And Amazon is saying, hey, you don't have to leave these apps. Okay. We're going to debunk some myths and we're going to talk through all of it. I'm so sorry. I would have already been there, but we had the mic snafu. Okay. So we got that fixed. But I will be back. I will be back because y'all know it's something I love is I love Pinterest. Okay. I gotta go though. I gotta get on my Zoom. I gotta get on my Zoom. Bye bye. Thanks for hopping in, Jakayla.